Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the CDL podcast channel. In this episode today, we actually, for it being October 27th, have a decent amount of stuff to cover. If you guys enjoy, be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe on YouTube. If you're on the audio platforms, drop a follow, drop a 5-star review. Um, I personally feel like we're kind of doing some of our best content at maybe the worst time because we're obviously in a dead zone, less viewership on CDL stuff, understandably. I'm not viewing as much on CDL stuff at this time either. But we're doing some fun stuff last week. For those of you that tuned in, we did kind of like the draft or like the keep three, cut five thing, which was really fun. Ended up being a lot of fun, something we haven't really done. Kind of an idea off TikTok today. We've got kind of another draft thing, spending so much money to make like the perfect series. It was funny because I saw that on TikTok again for like other sports related stuff, and I was like, oh, we should do this. And I made up my whole own series, $1 through $5, maps 1 through 5, and then I went and looked on Breaking Point, and they literally posted something 4 days ago that I could have just used. So we're gonna be doing two of them. 'Cause I'll use my own, and then we'll do the Breaking Point one. Um, First, though, we got a little bit of news. First one, Carolina rumored full roster now. Not completed. Brad pointed this one out to me. I didn't even see it, to be honest. Brad getting the news scoops. Um, Nero now rumored to be the Carolina target for their fourth. Previously, it was obviously Slasher, kind of who they're building around, and then Craze was kind of the next name to fall, and then it was Lurks and Geo was kind of like the original rumor. Um, Lurks is 19. I thought he was a foreign player for some reason, but he's not. He's 19. That's so crazy to see. He was born in '06. Uh,
That's
19.
actually crazy.
Yeah. That he's US, so NA. Played in challengers. I've heard the name. I've heard talented sub player is what I've heard, but I saw Cruz on Twitter, who's an Australian, like longtime challengers player. He said extremely fast sub. So he was kind of saying, I don't know about this team because Nero, obviously, we know a fast sub, Praise a fast sub, and Lurks a fast sub, and then they've got Slashers slowing it down in the back line. But I guess your thoughts on this? Would you have picked up Nero over Geo? It sounds like in the article the concerns for Geo as the flex player was basically the change comes amid concerns regarding the team's pace as both Slasher and Geo were playing AR, which are generally considered slower roles. He was trying to like kind of explain it to the more general fans, but basically it sounds like they were concerned about the pace with Slasher and Geo together, maybe being too slow to go with Lurks and Praise.
Um, I don't mind it. I don't mind them. Nero, he's a talented individual player. You know, sometimes inconsistent, but you know, nothing wrong with having fast players on our team,
Right.
in my opinion.
Yeah, it
No, I
just
agree with you, Brock. I agree just because, like, I don't know, Nero, like, I love Geo, but I do think that those two, Slash or Geo, does kind of clash a little bit. And maybe they see themselves being more successful on a team that can just, like, kind of punch your teeth in a little bit. And when Nero's on, Nero is fabulous because he's going to win his gunfights. Um, not always though. So it'll be interesting to see how this team plays out. Like you said, the subs are really talented. So I like how they're bringing up new talent and not just. I mean, they are kind of recycling in ways, but like new talent on some of the worst teams historically. So it's I don't know. It's just exciting to see that teams kind of giving the young guys potential.
Yeah, I wish I knew a little bit more specifically about like lurks and Craze's play style because like I like when there's a sub you can kind of like think about how they would transition into a flex role and you can kind of like for how many off seasons in a row we kind of like not so much this off season but in the past like mentioned like oh could simp switch to flex with this rumored roster with this rumored fourth and like I think the answer for everyone is always like yes simp would slide pretty seamlessly into a flex role because he kind of plays a little bit of that like scump type of role, or like Pred's another sub, like a star sub
Yep.
that I can see very easily transitioning into a flex role because he plays a little slower. And then like I think of somebody like Abizi, and I'm like, I know Abizi's so talented, and he would figure it out, and he could be a flex, but like I feel like you're wasting his skill uh, if you put him into a flex because he's just such a fast paced go 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 sub, and like Nero is obviously not on the level of a BZ, but he kind of plays that same style, of like head bashing, going in first, lots of engagement. So like I have a hard time imagining Nero switching to a flex, but like since they picked him up instead of Geo, I got to imagine the vision is for Nero to potentially be that flex, unless maybe they were like, oh, lurks or craze, you could flex, but like I don't know, it wouldn't make a lot of sense to me. It's kind of like the Abuza thing. Like if you're picking up lurks and craze, who are supposed to be two of the more talented subs that we've never seen play on, a consistent CDL level, like I don't know that it's smart to transition them into an AR, kind of like what happened to Abuza when he was picked up first on Surge. Like they're like, hey, Abuza is the best AR from Challengers last year. Let's put him on a sub. It's like,
Mm.
why
That
do
was
you
crazy.
yeah, like why do you pick up a player who was the best at a certain position and switch it? It's like, I don't know, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Granted, it is easier to switch
No.
from a sub to an AR than vice versa. It's definitely harder to switch AR to sub. Um,
Yeah.
but that would lead me to believe they're gonna flex Nero. And I mean, like he has the gunny. It's just like, can he slow down to kind of gap fill and match that pace instead of always hitting the go
Right.
button? I'm not 100% sure, but I'm also not sold that like Geo was the guy either. So it's not like I hate this move.
Mhm.
Um, like you
Yeah.
said though, Brad, I do. I at least can respect the vision a little bit because it's like, hey, you picked up a really hot and cold, but like high ceiling player in Nero, and then you picked up two of our young, up and coming. Like you got the best challenger sub from last year. A lot of people would say in Craze, and then Lurks, who's a really talented fast sub. So like, I at least like the idea of like, hey, let's just go grab three really talented high ceiling players, pair them with our vet, and hope we can catch lightning in a bottle. And honestly, for Slasher, I
Mhm.
like it too because like he's just been recycling mid to bottom of the league players to play with, and he doesn't have the IW BO3 hard carry slasher in him anymore. But he can still be a good player. So
Right.
like he's hoping to get three young players that are just awesome and kind of do what FormaL was doing in Halo this year a little bit, I guess, with the three awesome younger players and just doing his vet role and
Yep.
playing well. I don't know though. I don't hate it. I don't think it's the worst roster I've seen. I've looked at it's pretty bad. I don't even think it's the worst roster that I've seen this year. I
I
think I
mean,
would rather have this than that C9 roster. I don't know though. Anything else before we transition to? I mean, I just mentioned them, so we could talk about FormaL quick.
Yeah.
let's do it.
FormaL obviously gets a
Oh,
second place this weekend. I was sad to see. I mean, I'm not like I love Halo. It's like the thing that got me into video games, but in terms of competitive Halo, I'm like I like watching it. It's fun to watch. I like to watch the tournaments, but I'm not like super into it, so I don't know like every player in detail and who's like the best players. But like I like to watch it when there's a big tournament on. And FormaL gets a second place at Halo Infinite Worlds. I saw a crazy stat though. I mean, like he made every grand finals at Worlds in Halo Infinite. He got first
yeah.
place the first year, and then three straight second places. Um,
Man.
which I mean,
But
nonetheless, to make all four grand finals in a row at Worlds is pretty insane.
yeah,
Yeah, making 4 grand finals in a row is pretty insane.
Yeah, I did. Hey, at least he won one.
he did win one.
Talking about for those of you that don't know, Brad's a Bills fan. He's talking about making four in a row is insane. FormaL at least won one. He was able to get one on the board. Um, the thing I more want to talk about, like, it's obviously kind of sucks that he wasn't able to get another world championship to give him four. Um, or sorry, three. He would have got three because he has one in each. I was just saw something as I was reading that said like if he wins, it would have given him this, and this, and it said three already. So I was thinking four, but that's definitely not true. He has one in each. Um, but currently now, FormaL has two world championships and 33 career chips across Halo and COD. Um, absurd, obviously. A majority of those chips coming in COD, like 20 plus in COD, and then some in Halo, world championship in each. He posted a video like with Optic, with Hecz interviewing him. I don't know if you guys saw that. Um,
Yeah.
Saw parts of it.
but he was basically like, I'm not officially retiring, but I'm also like not sure what's next. He said he doesn't really want to go play COD and like potentially tarnish a legacy, which I totally get. Like,
Mhm.
I mean, his legacy, you
Yeah.
always hear IW FormaL is the greatest peak we've ever seen of a player. Like people always say that, and like a lot of people still view him talent wise as the best AR to ever play. It's hard to argue him if you consider Crim a full time AR. Obviously, pretty hard to say he's the goat, and obviously Clay in that conversation as well makes it pretty tough. But like A lot of people consider FormaL, the most talented AR we've ever seen. So he's like, I don't want to just come join some bottom middle of the pack team and get a bunch of top sixes and top eights and tarnish my
Mhm.
legacy, which I think is totally fair. Like
I agree.
when you have such a legendary legacy, you don't want to just come back for anything. Like I'm sure if he could replace Dashy on Optic and play with Merc and shottzyy and huke, he would probably say, "Sure, I'll do it." But obviously, Optic's not going to do that. He's potentially coming back at the worst time ever because Optic has gone back to back at champs, so there obviously is no way they would make a change for him, which would probably be the only way he'd come back. But he also was
Yeah.
like, "Yeah, I'm not going to rule out like Apex or Valorant." Hecz was asking about those. He's like, "Yeah, I just don't think I want to get up and grind." But he said he's the type of person that one day he might be doing the watch party for 2 weeks, and he might just wake up and be like, "I got to grind something," and he just might decide to go pro in Valorant. Which, by the way, is just the most insane statement. Like, I'm a world
Yeah.
champion in COD. I'm a world champion in Halo. I might get bored one day and just like become pro in Apex. Like, what a crazy statement to be that talented that at like 31 he's just like, yeah, I mean, like I could be a pro in Apex if I want to just wake up one day and do it.
Yeah.
To have that ability is
That
just
is
insane.
crazy.
That's
Like,
wild. I
but
wish.
like, dude, not even that. Like, I think because I think a majority of Apex pros play on controller. I could be completely wrong on that, but I'm pretty
No, they
sure.
are mostly controller. Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm pretty sure they're controller. So what an even more insane statement to be like, yeah, maybe Val, a completely different input, like keyboard and mouse.
Wasn't
Pros
him
play
and
on.
Dashy grinding that for a while?
I know Dashy for sure. I think FormaL was for a bit too.
Yeah, I think so.
I think he hit whatever the top is. It immortal? I think he
Yeah,
hit whatever the
I
top
remember
rank
him
is on
hitting that.
Val. Like
Yeah,
just insane.
not shocked.
Yeah. He and he's also just a grinder. Like when he gets his hands on a new game, he will grind until he's like at the top. So I
Yep.
think it'd be so fun because I mean I play Valorant and stuff. Like I'm not good by any means, but like I can watch it and know what's going on.
Hmm.
Right.
If Formal went over to Valorant, I would love to watch it because that would be just insane. Imagine he actually is even on like a top 8 team or something and is able to compete a little bit. That'd be so fun. I doubt it's going to happen because I don't think he's going to want to grind it. But shout out to Formal regardless. What a career across
Uh,
2 games. If it wasn't for that guy shottzyy, he would be talked about as the unanimous multi FPS goat. But shottzy's kind of ruining that for him a little bit.
he sure is.
shottzyy does have him doubled up on World Championships, so that's a little bit tough.
Yep,
Man, I wish Formal could have got done this weekend. That'd been awesome.
would have been a nice, end to the Halo.
Would have been a nice like cherry on top too for him to just be like, yeah, I'm gonna go out as a world champ.
Yep.
It would have been nice.
Yeah. There's one other thing I saw that I wanted to mention quick. Was it here? Oh yeah, did you guys well, I saw also the best hardpoint KD for every CDL season. Will we see a new leader in 2026? And it's literally Octane and MW19, Hydra and Cold War, and then Celium, Celium, Scrap, Celium. So Celium's been on a little bit of a tear. 3 out of the last 4 years, number one hardpoint KD. The other one I saw is I don't know if either of you guys like Big Cat from Barstool. Part of my take, he had some people trying to convince him to buy a CDL team because they
I
have
think
like
I read something about that
yeah,
actually.
they have Zach on there on part of my take now, who like always every week he does like they do like a who's back of the week, and like every week he does something with esports. It's a
Hmm.
lot of COD and Optic and stuff, and he was trying to convince Big Cat, and it was hilarious because Big Cat clocked exactly what the CDL is right away. He was like, "So we just get a bunch of dudes playing video games all day, and if you're good enough, they take your team for $10 million to buy in, but you get nothing back." In return, and he was like, "Yeah," and it was like kind of funny because like he clocked it right away, and I mean, obviously, like I don't think there's a buy-in anymore. They were thinking like the old form, but it's kind of funny. He's like, "So we have to pay for this team to travel. We have to pay for them to get a facility. Uh, we have to do all this, and like we get nothing in return." And he was kind of like, yeah, you have to pay these big salaries." Although funny enough, like if there were a group to do it, they would be a great group because they could actually be a team that could make some money back just with how popular Barstool is and pardon my take and
Right.
all that. Like they would be able to sell a lot of ad spots. I mean, they would probably sell more ad spots than Optic.
It'd be a lot.
Like if Pardon My Take was behind them, I mean, Pardon My Take has like ghost kitchens nationwide. They have, I mean, like Chevy. Like they have some big time sponsors.
Hmm.
Like they usually have like Truly or like Coors. Like they have like big time sponsors. So like they're actually one team that could probably sell a lot of sponsorship spots and like make their money back. So I thought it was just funny that he clocked right away that like so I pay a bunch of money and I don't get anything back. Sounds like a terrible business idea. I was like, There you go. That's what esports has been for like the last 10 years with all this money. Um, but I thought that was very funny. What else did I see? Oh yeah, did you see Envy get promoted to like the VCT, the Pro League? That was pretty cool.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, Astro's back. Had a good weekend for Envy, which is nice to see because they've been out for a little bit. Envy, obviously, one of our storied like all time great classic orgs. They played Optic in losers finals. E Classico was back. Obviously, I haven't seen that in a while. Now they call a lot of people call like E Classico. They call it Optic Phase now. The OG was Optic Envy, but obviously when Empire went away, that went away. Um, but they played at Halo losers for top two. Optic was able to take them out, and then Envy, their Valorant team, won like the Valorant Challengers thing, and they made it to the Pro League, which is pretty cool.
That's pretty cool.
Um, so good to see for Stro. Okay, we can get into. Let's go ahead and get into what I wanted to talk about next, which is shout out to our boy Jake, Jake Maverick. He posted this a while ago, but it was a build your own CDL team. So I'm gonna list off the names to you. Actually, I'm gonna do is I'm going to actually I sent you guys this image, I think, didn't I? Build your own CDL team with $1 through $5.
Yep.
Yeah, okay. I was gonna say I thought I sent this to you. So our boy Jake posted this actually a while back. But you guys have $12. Each of you have to build your CDL team. So for those of you listening audio, maybe not watching, I'll just read off the names to you quick while Brock and Brad kind of think about their team. So the players in the $1 category, we've got Craze and Mamba from Challengers, and then we've got Purge and Insight. In the $2 category, we've got 04, Envoy, Nasty, and Draza. In the $3 category, we've got Abizi, Real, Abuza, and Kleenex. $4 category, we've got Joe Deceives, Simp, Celium, and Rencor. And in the $5 category, we've got shottzyy, Hydra, Mercules, and Scrap. So each of you guys, you could get a $5, you could get two $5 players, two $1 players. You can pick as many players from each category as you want. Obviously, as long as you're staying at or below the $12 budget. If you really don't want to spend all 12 either, you don't have to. If like you think your perfect team's $11, you can do it. But which one do you want to go first?
Brad can go first.
We're doing this like a draft. Are we doing this like a draft?
No. You can pick the same player. I'm curious what your team would be. What would be a fun exercise to do is like a draft. Oh, I'm picking this player first and stuff, but it would just be like we'd each pick a $5 player first or a $4, whatever you wanted. Because like you can kind of strategize. Like you could just pick all four players in the $3 category and just get like a really good, well-rounded team. Or you could go like two $5 players, two $1 players. You could do a 5-4-2-1 or something like that. I don't know. You can do it any way as long as you're $12 or under. You going first, Brad?
Yeah, so I'll go Joe.
Go for 4.
And then Joe for 4, and then I'll do Draza for 2.
So you got 6 left still.
6 left.
And go for a $5 and a $1 player.
Give me $6 left.
Yeah, $6 left. You have Draza and Joe.
Give me a BZ and
Easy. So you got 3 left after that.
and I need an AR.
Oh, you know who to get for $3. Your boy.
Yeah, you're right, Nasty.
So you're saving $1.
Yeah, screw that guy.
Buying a hot
Screw
dog.
that guy, freaking Abuza.
So you got what? You got that's crazy. You just went Nasty over Abusa just to save the dollars. You got Draza, Nasty as your ARs.
Yep.
BZ and Joe. I mean, that'd be a good team. BZ and Joe as your subs.
I was trying to figure
fast
out a way
team.
to get Rencor in there, but I couldn't do it.
Could have like downgraded a BZ to like 04 or something.
I was thinking Ghosty and Rencor, to be honest. Or not Ghosty, sorry, Envoy and Rencor.
Yeah, I didn't even see Envoy there either. What the heck? Yeah, you could definitely have done. But your answer's final. Joe, a BZ, nasty. I mean, that's a good team. It's a fast team, really fast team. Your subs are
You
fast.
better believe it.
Your ARs are fast. I mean, that would be a good team. That would be a really competitive team. That was the CDL. Rock, what you thinking?
Oh,
Brock.
I'm thinking. I'll just take Hydra and Scrap, and that's
Oh,
all I need. No, I'm just kidding.
just those two. Honestly, there's a
Yep,
team you can make with taking two $5 players that I'll mention. That I don't think is the worst thing ever.
there's the team. But I don't think I'll be taking a $5 player. What I
Shotzzy,
had in
Hydra.
mind was definitely Simp.
Hmm.
Simp, Abuza.
You.
$5
Dude.
left after that.
Simp, Abuza, Abizi, and Draws. That's all I first came to mind.
So you're basically making phase if they kept a BZ instead of 04.
Basically.
And that's 12, right? 4, 3,
Yep.
3, 2. Yeah, so that's your final team.
Yes.
I'm not gonna lie, Brock. That's like damn near my initial thought. I saw Simp and Abizi and I could get them for 7 and have 5 left over, and I was like,
Yeah.
I don't know how I couldn't take Simp and Abizi. And I kind of thought the same thing then. I was like, well, draws at 2 is pretty clean and obvious at that point since you're looking for ARs. I feel like he's the
Mhm.
best AR in the $2 category. Uh, and then Abuza, I'm kind of pissed because you're thinking the exact same team I was. I was actually thinking if you wanted to do like a crazy thing for like the double $5, you could just take the shottzyy Merc duo and then just
Yeah.
take Mamba and Craze. Just go for the two young guns. Just get like your two superstar players, a sub and an AR, and then just get like Mamba and AR and Craze a sub for $2 total. Or you could even do like something where you go like, give me Mamba and Insight to go with like Hydra and shottzyy. Uh,
Yeah.
Something crazy like
That
that.
was the $5 theme I was thinking you were thinking of.
Yeah, something like that. I'm actually pissed because I was going to do the exact team Brock did. That's actually crazy out of all this. Brock and I came up with the same team. I was going to do Simba, BC, Abuza, Draza. I guess if I were to switch it up and do 4 completely different players, I would probably do like I'll still keep Simp, but then I'll do like Envoy. No. 04. And then give me like Draza. That's what? $8? I guess I can and then like Rencor. I don't know. Simp 04
Yeah.
Simp 04 draws a Rencor. I feel like that'd be a pretty good team.
Yeah.
That would be
04 is
pretty good
kind of your
team.
entry. You got Simp as your other sub, and then draws a Rencor is pretty good. That'd be a really good search team. But I like those. Those are a lot of fun. Shout out to Jake. He made that graphic a while back. Let's go over to the next thing here. Actually, no, we're gonna do this next. This is the one that I made. I want to do this one first because this is the one I homemade before I saw um, the breaking point graphic. So this one, Brock and Brad, for anybody watching, Brock and Brad can't see what's on the screen right now. You guys can see the whole layout of kind of what's coming. I'm gonna highlight. Let's see. I'm gonna do Brad as like a key for you guys watching. I'm gonna do Brad in this color, Brock in this color, and both. If they both pick the same map, I'm gonna highlight it. So for you guys, so you guys know what's going on here. I'm like giving the ones that Brock picks like to Brad's gonna be like this orangish color. Brock will be um like this light blue color, and if they both pick it, it's gonna be this like green color. So for those of you guys watching, um, so the way we're doing it, it's like a CDL series. So it's map 1 is hardpoint, map 2 is search, map 3 is gonna be control, map 4 is gonna be another hardpoint, map 5 is gonna be a search. It's CDL era only for this one, so there won't be any maps pre MW19. It's MW19 on for this one. We can do another one later on where we do all of them. I will say, for those of you guys that are looking at this, I had a really hard time picking high money amount S&D maps. Dude, we have not had many good S&D maps in the CDL era. I was looking at these and I'm like, if I could think of like maps from pre-CDL, I could like, rattle off like some all-time great S&D. Obviously, the BO2 maps. There's a lot of awesome BO3 maps. AW had some really good search maps, even IW, like World War II. I could rattle off search and destroy maps, ghosts, like search and destroy maps from a ton of games, BO4. But like, dude, in the CDL era, boys, there are not a lot of good search maps. It's bad. It's bad.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
I think for the way we're gonna do this, we're gonna say you guys have $18, kind of a weird amount. But we're gonna say you guys have $18. I'm actually gonna copy and paste this down here. It's gonna look. Put this here. Put these in. Sorry, I'm doing some editing on the fly here. There we go. So that's their colors. And $18 you guys have total. So there's a $1 amount through $5. So your map one for $1. These are all hard point. For $1, you guys can get Hackney Yard, MW19. For $2, you can get Tuscan hardpoint from Vanguard. For $3, you can get Berlin hardpoint from Vanguard. $4, you can get Vista from MW3, and for $5, you can get Raid Cold War. So obviously, you guys have 18 total dollars to spend. I'm gonna put like a total here so I can keep track of how much money you have on the fly. So you guys each have $18. Brock, you wanna make your first pick first?
I want Tuscan.
Tuscan for $2.
Yep.
Okay. Brock's pick. So Brock has $16 remaining.
That's what I was gonna go with, but I'll go with Berlin.
You can pick the same one if you want, Brad. It's not like it's like banned for you to pick.
I'm gonna go Berlin.
Okay. So Brad has 15. I don't think those are bad. You can kind of see the layout of how the maps are. It goes from terrible to like decent to pretty good to really great at 5 for the most part. Some of these I'm not convinced they're great. I also kind of edited some of them to go based off what you guys like. Like if there was a map that I think is really bad, but like you guys love, I wasn't gonna put it for $1 because I knew it would be boring and you guys would just instantly choose it.
AKA Bow Cage.
Yeah, aka Bow Cage Hardpoint. If I was gonna put that on here, I wouldn't have put it at $1 like a lot of people would. I would put it at like 3+ because
Yep.
I mean it's a map
I
that you
would've
guys would
paid
both instantly pick.
I would have paid anything for that
Facts.
map.
That map
So
was so good.
it was fun. I think like it was objectively bad for a pro level, but for like a rank play level, it was so fun.
It was.
All right, map 2, search and destroy for $1. You're gonna see a theme here with what the $1 maps are. For those of you that are watching and don't know much about us, but $1 we've got Ramaza from MW19.
Holy.
For $2 we've got Miami from Cold War.
Wait, Miami after it was changed a little bit or pre-change?
I don't
Like
think it
when it was
matters.
massive?
It don't matter.
I don't think it matters.
It matters a little bit.
Tuscan from Vanguard for $3. Rio Hardpoint for $4 for MW3, and then Hacienda, or sorry, not Hardpoint, Rio Search from MW3, and then Hacienda Search for $5 from last year's game. I realized I just made a mistake. I have to switch this.
Rio's the one with like the bar and there's like that little sky bridge that you can go underneath it, and that's where the bomb was, right?
Yes. Well, the bomb wasn't
In
there.
last year's game.
Yeah. No, MW3.
Yeah.
You know Rio.
Oh, sorry. I forget last year wasn't MPO6. Or I'm sorry, I'm tripping up. I'm leaning towards Hacienda, I'm not gonna lie.
I just realized
That's five.
I had
five
Rio
beans.
as. I need to switch something quick. I didn't realize I put Rio as the $4 on both. I think I typed the wrong thing that I was thinking, so I have to figure out what I wanted as the 4. But you guys keep figuring out what you want.
Part of me wants to go Bow Cage, but Hacienda, like, are we gonna get a better search map round 5 than fucking Hacienda? I think I'll save my money towards like map 5 because I want a freaking awesome search match map 5.
Chat. We switched it to that for those of you that are watching. $4. We switched it to that. I honestly think that's better than Rio.
Did
$4
you
what?
say Bow Cage was one? for
Okay,
this?
just not. Ramaza for $1, Miami for $2, Tuscan for
Oh.
3, Rio for 4, Hasi for 5.
Okay.
So if this is like
I'm
something
gonna
where you're like, I
go.
don't love the top tier maps, it might not be the
Yeah,
worst idea to save a little money for other.
I'm gonna go
I think I have a
Tuscan.
strategy for these, but we'll see what you guys.
I have a Tuscan.
You're on
I'm
Tuscan
gonna
for
go Rio.
3.
Yeah, my big thing is I just want awesome. Like I want like the best map 5 I can get. So I might be a little bit more reserved for 3 and
That
4.
puts Barack down to $12 and Brad down to $12 as well.
3 more maps.
So you both have $12 with 3 more maps remaining. Maybe I should have put you guys down to $17. You're gonna be able to spend a lot just because you went low. Map 3, Control. I put Fortress Control at $1. It was obviously taken out mid-year, but it was one of the worst control maps we've ever played. For those of you that don't remember, basically couldn't play offense. He just got trapped in that spawn with 2 doors.
Yep. Fun times.
Fortress was good. Albagra.
Wasn't the worst in Hardpoint, to be honest. It wasn't like the absolute
That
worst
wasn't
Hardpoint
off.
map.
Yeah,
It wasn't
it wasn't
great,
awful.
but
It was fun. I
Yeah.
enjoyed playing it.
High Rise Control is $2. Hacienda Control is 3. Vault
Hacienda's
is
awful.
4. You look at a list of control maps in the CDL era and find me 5 good ones.
Ain't much.
And then Raid is $5
I don't even remember playing Control and Raid.
in Cold War.
I know it
Obviously.
was there. I don't remember it. Yeah.
Okay, Brad, for your reference on control maps,
Yeah.
so we couldn't use
Yeah.
MW19 because it's domination.
Okay.
In Cold War, we had Raid, which was our $5 one because it's viewed as a good one. Checkmate and Garrison.
Checkmate, you didn't put that in there?
Checkmate was one of the worst control maps.
That
Checkmate was
terrible.
awesome.
Okay, so those two. Vanguard, Berlin, which was put in mid-year and was terrible.
Yeah.
Tuscan, which in control was not very good. And then Gavutu, which would have been another. I almost put Gavutu as $1. I couldn't put it as 2 because I thought it was too bad to be a $2 map. MW2, we had Hotel, Asilo, and Expo. Those were all terrible.
I hated Asilo control.
Asilo wasn't bad.
They were all bad. They were all bad. And then
Control.
MW3, we had Karachi, High Rise, and Invasion. And then last year, Hasi, Proto, and Vault. And Vault's in here for $4. Hasi's in here for 3. And then Proto. Proto was like everybody hated Proto.
And that was the $2 one?
It's not in here.
Oh, what's the $2 one?
$2 High Rise.
I'll play High Rise Control because Hacienda Control gave me freaking just made me so angry from this year.
You're doing High Rise?
Yeah, I'll do High Rise.
So that leaves you. I should have given you guys only $15 because you both have. Do you care if I mid-game edit this? You only had 15 to start.
Again.
Brad? Okay, then Brock, what are you picking?
Yeah.
So how much do I have now?
So
left
15. Brock spent 6. He is wait. How much did Brock spend? Yes, 6. So you have 9 going into this pick. Brad, you're left with. You did 8, so you're left with 7.
Oh, okay.
For your last 2, you have $7. Brock, you have 9 coming into this.
Well, what's the first map?
Fortress for $1, and then High Rise for 2, and then Hacienda for 3, Vault for 4, Raid for 5.
I'm gonna go Fortress for 3rd. That 3rd map's just gonna be chalked.
Brock went with what my strategy I think would have been. Brock went for my strategy. I was like, dude, every control map is just not that fun to play or watch. So screw it. I'm just gonna like go for the cheap one.
Yeah.
And save my money is kind of what my thought was. Brad kind of also went the same route. I mean, he only spent 2. It's not like he went crazy, but like that's why I didn't think it mattered the expensive one, because I thought you were insane if you were wasting your money spending $4 or $5 on a control map.
Yeah.
Like, give me one of the worst control maps, but give me a really solid map. So Brock, you have $8 to spend. Brad, you have 7. Sorry for the mid game. I don't think it would have changed much of what you guys did anyways.
2 maps to go.
2 maps to go. Map 4, Hardpoint. $1, Azir Cave. $2, Moscow.
I like Moscow.
That's good value. Again, there's a lot more good hardpoint maps. So like I put Moscow as a good value. $3, Bow Cage. $4. This is a good category. Listen to 4 and 5. $4, 6 star. Really good.
Six
In
star.
terms of the CDL era, that's top tier.
That's pretty good.
$5 Rio.
What was
Oh,
$4
Rio
again?
Heart.
Six
Sorry, I was
star.
losing full. 6
I mean,
Well,
so I would honestly argue 2 through 5 are all like good. Like Moscow for 2, I think is a good value. Not a bad
Yeah.
map. I think Bocage for 3 in terms of fun factor and to watch is a lot of value. I think 6 star for $4, one of the best CDL hardpoint maps, and obviously Rio, another one of the best ones. So I think that there's a lot of good value there.
I'm definitely going Bocage for 3.
You can take 2, Brad. Brad threw his hands up in the air. You can
I
take
saw
Bocage also.
that.
I think, Brock, that's also the way your money worked. You just have $5 left if you take Bocage, which is literally perfect. You can get whatever you want, map 5.
are you
Yeah.
freaking kidding me?
My bad. It's take Moscow
I,
for
I
2.
I literally strategized it so that way I'd have $5 going into the search round. And
Just take
now
Moscow.
now I said I would pay anything for Bocage, and now it's there sitting on a silver platter, but then I can't get the goated search map.
Yeah, but $4 on a search map's still good.
Yeah, but then we'll have the same exact thing, buddy.
All 3 of your other maps are different. And Brock,
All right,
Brock has
I'll
his
go
pick of the litter
Bocage.
for last map. Going Bocage?
Sure. Yeah, I need Bocage. I need
You're
it.
both on Bocage, which makes Brad have 4 left for his last pick. Yeah, there's no way we could have done 18. 18 ended up being a little too much. You guys would have had so much at the end. So your last map, I'm gonna say the $4 one last because it's what Brad basically has to take, unless he wants to go for one of the cheaper ones if he likes it
I
more.
might go 3. You never know.
But for $1, you can get Piccadilly.
Oh,
for for $2, you can get High Rise. For $3, you can get Express.
oh no.
For $5, you can get Raid.
I'll take
And
Raid.
for 4, you can't take Raid. For $4, Brad can take anything from here down. You can get 6 star. 6 star search is really good. Because again, you're thinking of these maps as like your all-time maps. I feel like, Brad, these are CDL era. There's not that many good maps. Like
What
you
was number 2?
it should tell you enough that me as the biggest Express hater for S&D on planet Earth, I put it at $3 because like objectively, it's probably that or even higher compared to the other ones. $2 was High Rise.
I'll go 6-star.
Taking 6 star. Brock, you have your pick. You can spend your 5 if you don't want it. You don't want to take Raid, you don't have to. You can save your dollar.
I want Piccadilly. No, I'm just kidding. I'll take Raid for 5.
Okay. Brock gets Raid for 5. So that leaves your series as Brad playing Berlin Hardpoint map 1, Tuscan S&D in map 2, High Rise Control map 3, Bocage Hardpoint map 4, and 6-star S&D in map 5. So Brad ended up with a Vanguard and MW3 hybrid, basically. Honestly, not the worst maps. I think I think your mistake was going Berlin over Tuscan. If you really wanted to get Raid S&D,
Yeah.
I think that might have been your mistake. I did make it tempting though, because dude, 6-star and Rio were such good maps. I had to keep putting those in there at like $4 because it makes it tempting to spend. Those were such good maps.
I
Brock,
was tempted to spend $4 on Vista first hardpoint.
first, dude, those Vista, Rio, 6-star. Those 3 maps are like game changers in terms of CDL era maps. Like those 3 maps all came out as updates in MW3, and they are 3 of the literal best overall maps we've seen in CDL era.
Yep.
So Brock, your series ended up being Tuscan HP, Rio Search. You spent for Rio. You spent for your Search and Destroy, which is not what I was expecting out of you. $1 for Fortress Control. You just said chalk it. Give me 2 good hardpoints, 2 good searches. Then you
Chalk
said,
that, go to
yeah, Bocage map 4 hardpoint and a Raid map 5. I think like Brad has the advantage in control, but I think I'd rather play Brock's series because I think I'd rather play Tuscan than Berlin.
What?
I think I'd rather play Rio than Tuscan Search. I'd definitely rather play Brad's Control. Obviously, your map 4 is the same, and I think I'd rather play Raid. But honestly, it's really the fact that you have Tuscan Rio. I like your first 2 maps better. I honestly like 6-star in the CDL era compared to like Cold War Raid. They're pretty close. Like,
yeah.
play S&D on like Cold War Raid didn't play as good as BO2 Raid. just with the speed and everything.
Mm.
Um,
I mean, yeah, that map 3 is just chalk for me.
yeah, I
Alpegro.
have another one here. One more that we're gonna do quick.
Right.
So after I made this whole thing, I made CDL era maps. I go to Breaking Point to look if there's any other news I missed, and I see this: build your ideal BO5 series for $150. I don't know why they did 150. They did it as 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Just for ease, we're just gonna say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yep.
But you have $15 for this one. I'm gonna read them off to you guys, and this one won't be as formal. We kind of rattle these ones off a little quicker, just because I don't have like a whole sheet to write down like I did with that last one. Um, but again, you guys have $15. And this is a mixture. So like there is, I will say there's a domination choice in map 1.
Oh no.
And in map 3 you have control, blitz, CTF, uplink, and dom. You have 5 different game modes as a choice. So for map 1, for $1 you can get Ramaza hardpoint. For $2 you can get red card hardpoint. $3 you can get strike zone dom. For $4 you can get frequency hardpoint, BO4, and for $5 you can get BO2 raid HP. Obviously, these are all eras of COD, not just CDL. So I'm not gonna lie, below $4 there's not a lot. If I were you guys, I'd be spending $4 to $5 on this one.
I heard Black Ops 4 for frequency. I'm taking that.
Yeah,
4.
I think that's the obvious choice in this one. I'm gonna draft with you guys, even though I mean I can see the sheet, but it's not gonna influence what I draft. I would also draft frequency hardpoint. $4.
What's the number 2?
Red card HP.
No.
There's no way in hell. I've heard you rage way too much of that map. You are not taking that.
The map was terrible.
I'll take the $5 option. Raid BO2.
Really? Over frequency for 4?
I don't remember frequency for anything.
Oh my
to be
god.
honest with you.
That's such a go to BO format.
Yeah,
It's
it's
so
BO4.
good.
Just keep track of how much money you have left. So Brad, you have 10. Rock and I have 11.
$10.
So map 2, for $1 you can get Aftermath S&D. That's a pretty bad search and destroy map for BO2, Brad. I don't know if you know that one.
Let's go 3-piece.
For $2 you can get an absolutely legendary map amongst our friends that we play COD with. Brock is awful at this map. It is USS Texas S&D from World War II. So there are some legendary
Hey.
stories. I completely
That's a
forgot
good
about this
one.
map, but Brock and our other friend like to double snipe on this map, and they never get a single kill. Which is funny because for those of you, I mean, you guys haven't really seen. You probably see Brock play a little bit more when he streams his camos, but Brock is a good sniper. And so the fact that he gets no kills in this map with a sniper is hilarious. But him and our other friend sucks, but they both snipe and they get 0 kills in ranked in this game every time. But USS Texas S&D is
The double sniper
$2.
meta.
Yeah. Saint Marie S&D also from World War II. A good map.
No.
I always think of Pharaoh when I see his map. He had like an insane sniping clip. Is $3. For $4 you can get Arsenal S&D, and for $5 you can get Freight S&D. Freight from Ghost. For me, I'm going $2. I actually, all trolls aside, I think USS Texas is not a terrible map, and I can save some money here. I'm going $2, so I have 9 remaining.
That's what I was going to go with as well.
I'm gonna go with Aftermath, bro.
I don't think that's a bad pick at all. I don't think that's bad at all. So I got $9 left. Rockaway, you got 10.
Yep.
Brad,
8.
you got 8. I don't think Aftermath's a bad pick at all. There are way worse $1 maps.
Yeah.
Such as Fortress Control for $1 for map 3. That's kind of funny, Brock. I put it as $1, and people are arguably saying it's probably the worst map 3 we've ever had. Map 2 doesn't get much better though. We have St. Petrograd Dom. Map 3 we have map 3 we have Warhawk Blitz from Ghosts. Map 4 we got Slums CTF from BO2, and map 5 Comeback Uplink from AW. I'm not gonna lie, the only map I'd want to spend for is like Slums CTF or Comeback Uplink, and I just don't want to spend that much on a map 3 like Brock said, so I'm legit going $1 Fortress Control.
No way! That's what I was. Okay.
And I'm moving on with my $7 for the final 2 maps.
I'm
going Fortress Control.
Actually, no, I have
Get
$8.
this.
Yeah, I have $8 for the final 2. You're doing Fortress also?
Yeah, so I have $9
$7.
left.
So Brock has 9, I have 8, Brad has 7 for the final two maps. Map 4, we got Gavutu Hardpoint for $1,
Oh,
Invasion
go.
Hardpoint for 2, Throwback Hardpoint from IW, the bowling alley map. If you guys remember that one, the baseball field. Good map.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I do. I do
Um,
remember that one.
London Docks HP for 4, legendary map, and Solar HP from AW. Another all-time legendary map. People always talk about that as one of the best hardpoint maps. For me, this is pretty simple. I have $8 remaining. I'm going Throwback HP on this one. It's a really good map from IW. I like the jetpack aspect, and it leaves me with $5 to pay what pay. Actually, screw it. I'm going Solar. It's like the one AW map I ever played, and I'm spending 5 on it. So I have $3 left. I'm gonna get Solar HP. I like Throwback, but Solar is like an all-time map, and I just want that.
I don't think I've ever played Solar.
You didn't play much AW.
I'm gonna go with the 4 option.
I mean, you still have
London
5.
Docks. He ran to the artillery.
Attach.
Attach.
Only was S&D. Brad, you have $7. What you picking?
Number 2 is Karachi HP. You said right?
No Invasion.
Oh, Invasion.
That was a tough one though. Played.
I'll do. What was the $4 one again?
London Docks.
Oh, I'll take that.
Brad has $3 remaining. I have 3.
7.
Brock has all 5. Map 5, Piccadilly S&D for $1. Miami S&D. Hey, they copied me. Miami S&D for $2. Infection from BO3 for $3.
Ooh.
Detroit from AW for $4, and Standoff S&D for $5. I'm not gonna lie, seeing Infection at 3 influenced my last decision to spend for Solar, so I'm taking Infection because I love Infection S&D for BO3, so I'm spending my $3 on that.
That's a good pick.
I'm taking that as well. First BO3 map. No. Well, one of my favorite maps to play on BO3. That
Okay.
and Fringe.
Like you can save your $2 and go buy a McChicken. You want to get Infection also.
Get Infection, Brock. You know you want to.
But Standoff.
A Standoff
What's
BO2.
Standoff?
It's BO2 version.
BO2?
Yeah.
So that was really good.
Elite. Way better than the Cold War version.
Yeah. I think. Yeah, I'll go with Infection as well. Save my $2.
Welcome to the club, kid.
I like it. So that means I had Frequency Hardpoint, USS Texas S&D, Fortress Control, Solar Hardpoint, and Infection S&D. Brad, you had Raid HP, Texas S&D, Fortress Control. Then you had what? Docs HP.
Yep.
And Infection S&D. So you kind of switched up a little bit. Brock, you had Frequency Hardpoint, and you had Aftermath S&D.
Yep.
And then you went Fortress Control, and then you went Docs, HP, and Infection. So we kind of stuck along the same line. I mean, you can also tell.
You went with Docs too?
Yeah, he saved us $2.
Yeah, with Docs.
You can kind of tell we all played the same
map
games. Yeah, you can kind of tell we all played
Then
the
two
same games
stinkers.
together, and yeah, like have the same kind of opinion on a lot of maps since we played a lot of them. We kind of have shared experiences on all maps, so like
Yeah.
it's pretty rare that like since we play every game together that we're gonna like. I mean, there are of course maps that I like more than Brock, or Brock likes more than me, or Brad more than each of us. But like for the most part, like we probably were good at the same maps and sucked at the same maps as a team. So like we probably don't have as good of memories, or like certain games like none of us really like MW2, like the newer one. So like maps from that game, like Fortress, are probably not going to be our favorites. We all really enjoyed MW3, the newer one. So like, or we all love BO3. So like maps from that game are probably gonna rank higher on our list and stuff. Just like if your favorite game is MW19 for some odd reason, you're probably gonna pick maps from that game. I don't understand that one, but there are people out there that like that game.
Somehow.
Yeah. I got nothing else. If you guys are ready to wrap this up, we got a. Unfortunately, it seems like no early release. There was the rumor that
Aw.
potentially next Friday could mean the release of the game. It's looking like that's not true, unfortunately.
Sag.
Very
Son of a
sad.
gun.
No, I got nothing else. Just wait for COD to come out.
COD waiting room. Even the funny thing in terms of our content, it doesn't like change a whole lot. There still isn't much to talk about when COD comes out. But at the very least, there's like that hype of like, hey, we were playing the game, whatever. There is a video idea I do have though, that I think we're gonna do. I think when it comes out, whenever it is, I think one episode of the podcast, or maybe we'll make it a separate episode. The three of us are gonna sit down and we're gonna react to the process video whenever it comes out. I think that would be
Oh, okay.
something fun to do. Like the three of us sit down, we all watch the process together, and like we can pause, like talk about something or react. I think
Hmm.
because it's probably gonna be like an hour or something long. It's gonna be a long episode of the
Yep.
Yeah.
podcast, but I think it'd be fun to just like we all sit down, we all watch the process because it was supposed to release in like August or September or whatever. They were like wait till September, and now it's the end of October, and we don't even have like a date announcement. I'm sure they'll announce like oh coming out like whatever. I would assume it's November would be my guess. It comes out sometime in November, but I think it'll. I mean, it'll come out. I'm assuming before the CDL season starts.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
so
Oh,
I think for one episode of the podcast, we'll just sit down. Hopefully, it comes out on a Monday or like something that'd be kind of nice. But we'll all halt, not watch it, and I think we'll all just live react to it because I think it'd be something really fun and like I think people would enjoy watching that because it's also going to be insane. Like it's going to be probably like one of the most insane COD like documentaries ever
Right.
made because it's literally going to go from we're the world champs. Like, let's run it back. Let's run everybody to Fred gets dropped, comes back. Team can't win a map. Hercules comes in as like the ultimate hero, arc savior. It's gonna be a
Yeah,
really
it's
good
gonna be
video.
wild.
So I think we'll probably do that, and we might do. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. If you guys are interested in that, that's like a content idea I have because a lot of teams do individual documentaries throughout the year. Like you got like Warpath, which I believe is from like Gorillas was for a while there. Like the Surge were making their own documentary. Minnesota kind of did it. Like I think it could be something interesting where like we sit down and we react to a video. Like maybe we do like a podcast Monday and then another day we have like a react video
Yeah.
that comes out. Even if it's me individually or two of us or all three of us or Brock does one individually or Brad does one, it might be something interesting if you guys are interested in that. Because I know like when I watch a lot of videos it's just like watching a stream where like I watch Los a lot and it's like they watch stuff and are like talking about it and it's like kind of funny and like I know a lot of people like to like basically like a watch. I mean that's why everybody loves the Scump watch party, right? Like they like you know watch basically like watching with someone kind of along the way. So definitely something we'll look into. Um, but yeah, I'm hoping that comes out soon because that'll be our episode 1 week before the season. It'll give us something to do for content. Um,
Right.
yeah. If you guys enjoyed this one, be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe on YouTube. If you're on the audio platforms, drop a follow, drop a 5-star review. That's going to do it for this one. We'll see you guys next week. Probably some kind of game again like this. I'll come up with something I see on TikTok or some other game I see. If another content creator did something. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you in the next one.